Hello, ladies. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late today. And it wasn't late enough that I was going to come in and change the time because that would have just made me later. So I am going to talk today about community and connection. So as you're dropping on, just say hello. And I have talked quite a bit about connection with our kids, but today I want to talk about connection outside of our house. So the reason when I renamed this group, I renamed it the Work at Home Mom Finding Calm in Motherhood Community, is because one of the biggest things that most moms are looking for is that community piece. So I do want to just quickly, before I forget about it, encourage you all to use this space for that. That is what it's for, to connect, to get to know each other, and to have some community, especially if you don't have your own personal community, right? So the importance of connection is kind of what I'm going for here. So especially over the last couple of years, as we all know with COVID, we have kind of all lost our community a little bit, right? So it's really important to add to it, to grow it whenever we can, whether that's with new people or reconnecting to old friends, or family. So I truly believe that there's no good reason not to connect. Now, anyone that's watching this, you have internet. So if you have internet, then you are able to reach out to somebody else. So put it in your planner every day. As like a repeat task, especially if you have an electronic planner. That is the glory of electronic planners in my mind. But put it in as a repeat task to connect to the outside world, especially if you work at home and you barely leave the house, kind of like me. It's really important for your mental health for you to connect with others. So even if you are in quarantine or you're under total lockdown, whatever the case may be, you can reach out online or by text or whatever and talk to somebody every day. And what I do is I put it in my planner, and then every day when that pops up, I reach out to somebody different. Most of the time that's just like a quick text that says, hey, I'm thinking about you, or I miss you, or long time no talk, what's been going on in your life, or when can we get together, depending on the relationship. So I would actually like to challenge everybody today to do this, whether you make it a recurring task in an electronic planner, or whether you just add this to your routine somewhere, to just reach out to one person every day. Even if they don't answer that day, it's fine. Just reach out. One of the really hard things, and I've experienced this, and I know that many of you have as well. One of the really hard things is when nobody's reaching out to us, it can feel like we should not be the ones reaching out sometimes. And we feel really alone and abandoned. And it's super important to realize that those people that you are feeling like they aren't reaching out to you are probably feeling the same way that you are. So somebody needs to take the first step. And this was a really big, probably the first year and a half of COVID, I was really struggling with this. And I just, I felt like, nobody wanted to talk to me. Nobody was checking in on me. I just had a baby, and it was like, what is wrong with people that nobody wants to even, come see us, even though they couldn't come see us. And it was, it's just a really confusing time. So like I said, somebody needs to take the first step. So just choose, if they really don't want the connection, they won't answer. and you'll learn who, doesn't want to be in your life anymore. And that's just part of life. But if you reach out, you will be amazed at the connections that you can make again, even if it's been a really long time. So I do challenge you all to give this a try, at least for the rest of 2021. And if possible, make it an ongoing thing. It has been a really, really great part of my life, especially as an entrepreneur and a stay-at-home mom and running a business out of my house. Like I don't leave the house often enough to connect with everybody that I want to connect with. So thank goodness for internet, and for, text and all of the technology that we have. I'm so grateful for it. But if it feels good to you when you give it a try, if you do it for the last couple weeks of the year here, especially over the holidays, people are going to have time to respond and chat with you, and you can kind of rebuild some connections. So if it does feel good, then I definitely recommend continue it as a practice in 2022. And if once a day is too much for you, once a week, do what's going to work for you. But definitely make sure that you're reaching out and making those connections, and reach out to different people every time. This is another, not every time. You can reach out to the same person more than once, but don't only reach out to the same person. You can build a relationship up again by messaging the same person more than once, but, vary it so that you are making multiple connections. This is super powerful. So I know it sounds really, really simple, but it is something that has made a drastic impact on my life ever since I started doing it. So I highly recommend just letting people know that you care, that you recognize that they are struggling just as much as you're struggling, that you know that their busyness doesn't necessarily take away from their care of you, and that it's not personal. So just choose to be the person who isn't sitting there sulking that nobody cares about them, that nobody reaches out to you, and yet you're not reaching out to anybody, right? So it's really important that we just take the ownership of the problem and say, if neither of us is reaching out, that's half my problem too. So I'm going to do my part and open up the door for them to do theirs. So that is my challenge for you today. I also, this one's not going to apply right away, but I am going to open up a community challenge. This is going to be my freebie of the day. But it won't start until after Christmas, and I will put more details up in the group. But I am going to run a community challenge, and this is just to help all of us to turn this into more of a community and get to know each other a little bit better, and have a mom support network, right? It's and especially like-minded moms, and of course, the other option for that, if you haven't seen it yet, I am running my Mama's Village mini mind and then mastermind starting in January, the very beginning of January, for this exact reason. I mean, we're all going to be doing the same things. We're all going to be recovering from the holidays. We're all going to be getting back on schedule, getting our houses back in shape after, we've had relatives all around and everything just crazy and too many plans and haven't kept up on the cleaning. And as business owners as well, if you are a business owner, it can be really hard to get your next stuff planned in time for the new year with all the stuff that goes on around Christmas time. If you don't have those plans in place yet, we're going to be doing that together. We're going to do our business plan for the first quarter. We're going to have a step-by-step thing to follow to get your house in order. And we are going to be getting back on schedule and just getting things to run smoothly around the house and have the routines in place. That is running for 3 weeks from January 3rd. And then for anyone who would like to, it will continue into the rest of January as a mastermind. We will be For January, the rest of January, February, and March, we will be planning out the rest of the year 2022. So, and instilling some other habits and routines around the house and things like this. So, the reason I called it Mama's Village is because I'm really feeling that need out there for community, for women supporting women, for like-minded everything, right? Women are just really searching for this connection right now. So that is the plan that I have in place, and I will be simultaneously running a challenge inside of this group to build it up as a community as well, and that challenge will be free. So that is my freebie for today. And let me know if you are interested in more details for the Mama's Village mini mind, for the mastermind, or for the challenge, all of which are coming up in January. So, yeah, drop me a community if you are interested in any of that. And otherwise, I really encourage you to try this connection piece with people that you already know, or with people online. You know, if you've met some brilliant women like I have, it is absolutely wonderful to connect online as well. So, you know, reach out, make those connections. It's really important, and it is so powerful for how much it can support us. So I really encourage all of you to give that a try until the end of this year. And if it resonates, if it feels good, if it's working for you, then, you know, continue it as a practice. It's a really great habit to have. So, I have still 3 more days left in this 12 days of Christmas. Today is day 9, I think. So, I will see all of you tomorrow at 2:30 Mountain Time. And nope, sorry, I just realized I have to bump tomorrow. So it will be 3 o'clock Mountain Time tomorrow, just a half an hour later than usual. And happy holidays. If I don't see any of you before Christmas, Merry Christmas. And yeah, we'll talk later.